Okay, right about here, I didn't even see this until I got looking at it. There's actually like a plate where the bolt used to go right through here, and this went down to the frame. But when I was looking at this earlier, I'm surprised this didn't just buckle on me, because look at that. It is barely holding on. So this bed potentially could have just buckled on itself if I'd not put these braces on, and I got one on the aft side too. Probably what I'm going to do today is try to get this piece off of the side, get this off, get it off of the wheel tub, and then maybe try to get this piece off too. It doesn't really matter for this. All I really need is that pattern, so when I go down to the machine shop at work, I can trace it out on some cardstock and then work on it. It's incredible. It's 50 degrees out today, and just 3 days ago we had 6 inches of snow dumped on us. It's melting pretty quick, thankfully. And checked out the truck earlier, and no leaks that I could tell, and no mouse. So I think we're looking alright. I really cannot wait to get working on the frame and getting that rear end out, to get it out to get the new seals put in. I'm really kind of considering getting it powder coated before I do all of that. Just take it all apart and send it up for powder coating, but I'm kind of on the fence on that right now. I'll let Diesel run around out there. Anyway, I got a little bit of work done today. As you saw earlier, I was trying to cut out that one piece. So there it is. That is one of the forward flat pieces, just like this one here. But that one came out of here, and let me tell you what a pain in the butt this was. Trying to get this one piece out, and I'm not pleased with how it all goes back together. So I'm looking at possibly changing how these flanges come down. I'm more interested in having the flange go down and not be seen from the inside of the bed. I'd rather have it be underneath. But let me tell you what a pain in the rear this was. If you could think of Gunnery Sergeant Hartman in Full Metal Jacket and his mouth, let me tell you, mine was probably right up there with his. I was cursing like you would not believe, just trying to get this out. And I'm going to show you why. It was because on the bed here, every time I was drilling at one of these spot welds, you couldn't get that drill just right, and it left a lot more body work for me to have to do. Let me show you that here. Okay. As I was removing that flat piece, and it's kind of hard to see, but right here is where all those spot welds, there's one spot weld that drilled through, and now it's just a wavy mess that I'm going to have to do body work on, and I'm not happy about. I'll show you another thing here. Yeah, that's the that Ford crossmember that I had to pull apart. What a pain in the rear this was. Okay, right here at the stake pocket, I'm gonna have to cut. Sorry about the light here. I'm gonna have to cut probably here and replace this piece so I can fix that. This is where that piece was welded to the bed side, and obviously that needs to be cleaned up and reworked. And then the wheel well, I did my best to not destroy it, but obviously it's going to need some body work too, and I'm debating about whether or not to take this off or not. I'll probably just leave it there. Anyway, whoever designed this bed, I kind of want to have some not so kind words for them. This was a Pandora's box opening of a project, and I'm already into it, so I gotta start. And yeah, this side is not going to be any better. This actually will probably be worse of getting this off. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut here, cut all that off, Hopefully it won't destroy right here when I go to pull this piece off. I'm going to finish the forward section first before I put in, before I finish the back side. I need to put that cross brace right through here in order to help stabilize the bed, because this is moving around a lot. Once I cut out that forward cross member, even though it was being held together by a tiny bit of rust, it still makes this thing very unstable. And back here, if I did not have to take these out, I probably wouldn't, but they're looking pretty crappy, and this one is bent. So at some point, some really heavy weight was dropped on here, and I don't think I could really straighten it out. I was looking at this earlier too. This is that cross member that goes back there. I weigh about 150 pounds, and I was standing on it, and it didn't even make a dent in it. You know, it didn't even bow down the opposite direction. So yeah, that I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have some square tubing that could probably just replace this entire section here, but I prefer to use that. Alright, I pulled out a little bit of paper and started tracing out this one piece, so when I bring it down to work, it might be a little easier for us to make a new one. You know, I had to beat the crap out of this thing to get it out of the frame there. You know, if I could have left them in, I probably would have, but they are so rusted through and disgusting that this bed needs to look. It doesn't need to look good. I mean, honestly, what you could do is take a bunch of spray and bed liner and, you know, cover everything up every little imperfection, but that's not what I want to do. I'm going to spend the extra time working on this and making sure it's nice and flat, and the bends are fairly perfect, and put it in. You know, I got 3 more to do. This one took 3 hours to pull out, and that's a full work day just on my day off. And I'm starting to run into having no time off. I guess we'll see what happens, and go from there. Until next time. Thanks.